Hi friends, you are welcome to today's tutorial. So today is a quick one. Want to look how to make a basic sleeve. But in this tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew a long sleeve. So we are using this net fabric which has been folded into two. We cut one, after which we'll use the sample to cut the second sleeve. So I went ahead now to take a round hole armhole measurement, which is 9.5 inches. So I went ahead and also confirmed the same measurement on the underarm. So now what we are working with is round sleeve measurement of 9.5 inches, while the full length of the sleeve is 22 inches. I will be adding extra 2 inches for hemming at the wrist area. What I did now, I went and marked or chalked down the starting point of the sleeve. So I went ahead and cut it out. So what I did next was to check the full length of the sleeve, which is 22 inches, and I added extra 2 inches for hemming allowance. So from the starting point, I came down 4 inches, which is the armhole depth. This always works for me. I use it as a constant in all my sleeve. So I came down 4 inches and I went ahead and measured in the round sleeve armhole measurement, which is 9.5, and I added extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. So from the starting point, I will give it an S shape. That is the shape for cutting an armhole. That's an armhole shape, an S shape. So I went ahead to confirm if what I have is actually 9.5 inches plus the extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. And that's that. Now for the wrist measurement, which is 8 inches. I went ahead and chalked down 4 inches, which is 8 into 2, we have 4. And I added extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. So all the way from the armhole, I connected it in that shape down to the wrist. Like so. Sorry if you're not seeing the chalk, it's just because of I'm actually using a blue color chalk. So what I will do next is to cut it, just that shape. So guys, if this tutorial has been so helpful to you so far, please don't hesitate to just click on that subscribe button, okay? For more amazing content. Yes. Please also give this video a thumbs up, like and share my videos to your friends and families, and also click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you and God bless. So that's that for our first sleeve. So I will use this sleeve to cut the second one. So I went ahead and folded in the net into two, and I went ahead and placed our first sleeve, which I will use as a sample to cut the second sleeve. So that's that for our second sleeve. So what I did next was to notch it at the tip. That's exactly the place will be placed on the shoulder area. So I went ahead and cut out another sleeve, making it 2 net per 1 armhole. I gave it a hot press to smoothen it out. So what this simply means is that we have 2 nets. It's always good to cut 2 nets so that it will not easily tear, and also it will make it thicker. So now I went ahead and placed the 2 nets against each other. So what I'll do now is to stitch the sides, just this way, the sides on both sleeves, and flip it to the other side, to the right side. So I also do the same on the other sleeve. I'll go right out and close in the sides and flip to the right side. So here it is. I've closed in the both sides only, just both sides only for the 2 sleeves. So what I did next was to make sure to confirm the actual armhole measurement, which is 9.5 inches. The other will serve as our allowance for joining. And also on the wrist area, which is 4 inches, I chalk down 4 inches, remaining left over 1 inch for joining or closing in the sleeve. So all the way from the armhole, I'll close it right there. But before that, before closing the 2 sides of our sleeve, what I did was to mark it all the way down. Then what I will do next is to close in. Remember, we marked 2 inches for folding at the hem area. So I will go right out and close in the 2 inches on both sleeves. Here it has been done. I've closed in our 2 sleeves at the wrist area. So what I will do now, I will use it based on the style we have right there on the thumbnail. So I will insert the net right there on top of the sleeve, right side of the long sleeve of the net, rather facing the wrong side of the lace. It's a lace fabric actually. So right side of the net against the wrong side of the lace. That's what I'm trying to do there. I just want to stitch it all the way around, after which I will now join it to the armhole of the lace. So I went ahead and used pin to fix it all the way around so that it can help me to stitch it round. So right there, I'm done with it. So I'll go right out to stitch it all the way around, just on the right side of the lace. So I've done that. It has been stitched. So this is the way it's going to rest, just on the armhole. See how it is. So what I will do now is to fix it right there on the bodice, just the way you see me doing it. The right side of the sleeve will face just the right side of the armhole. So like so. So I'll use pin to hold it at that lower arm. So I'll use pin to fix it all the way around at the armhole. Remember we gave it a notch right there on the sleeve. It will match or must tally right there at the shoulder area. The joining between, just right there. See what I'm trying to demonstrate? Here exactly is where we gave the notch. It must tally or match the shoulder area. So right now I will stitch it all the way around on one sleeve. I'll also do the same on the other sleeve. So I will do this and show us the final look of our sleeve. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.